Hi there, welcome to another 5-minute tip. So in this tip, we're going to focus on the instance object in Cinema 4D and a technique that I stumbled upon a long time ago that allows you to actually apply a different material to each instance. Now at first, it seems like you shouldn't be able to do this. Let's just dive right in and see how we can get around that restriction. An instance in Cinema 4D is typically useful when you have one object or one hierarchy and you wanted to make another one exactly like it. You could copy it, but instances have some advantages. So if I create an instance of this sort of Christmas decoration that I've created, it just seems like a simple object to start with. I can move that instance around. I can copy it as many times as I want, but I can't edit it. So if I were to go to polygon mode, nothing happens. If I try to scale it, nothing happens. You can scale it using certain tools, but not the standard tool. And in general, instances are pretty good because if you make a change to the original object, the change is reflected instantaneously in the instance. For instance, if I were to select the original sphere and make it smaller, the sphere gets smaller on all the others. So there's definite advantages to it. However, texturing can be a little bit limiting. Let me show you what I mean. I have a few materials here, so I'm just going to apply these textures to different parts of this object. See, we have a nice shine on the cap and hook now. And now if I were to apply this red material to the sphere, you get a nice reflective ornament, but now they're all reflective and red, that is. So this is good, but it means that if we wanted instances of different colors, we still have to copy the objects around. That's not actually true. There's a little bit of a trick that'll help you get around this. If I were to apply a material to this instance, nothing happens. And if I apply the blue material to its neighbor, again, nothing happens. However, if after applying these materials, you delete the original red texture tag, these instances are now inheriting the material tag that we applied to it. So I can go ahead and apply a material tag to each instance, and they all have different colors, yet they still maintain this hierarchical link to the original object. Now, there's one trade-off. You can't actually use the original object in your scene because, as you can see, it has to be gray. If I were to apply the green material to my original sphere, then they all become green. So you can think of it sort of as the material cascades down. This is typical in Cinema 4D. If I applied the red material to the ball null object right here, it cascades down through the hierarchy until it hits a material that isn't textured and the texture is applied. However, if one of the objects has a texture on it, that overrides the parent texture. So by leaving your original object untextured, or at least the parts of it that you'd like to influence, you can actually create instances that you can still apply a material to. And to fix the issue of the original, you just create one more instance to represent it, and then you just move the original out of the scene. Move it 100,000 units below the floor or something like that. And then you can have a bunch of instances with materials applied. So I hope you enjoyed this tip, and until next time, see ya.